What's up, everybody? It's Bill from High Volume Games, and welcome to another episode of Promotion Wars. We're here in the High Volume Games Control Tower. I'm going to send you down to the game in 1 minute, but just wanted to catch you up on what is going on. So, if you didn't see the last episode, we had our big show called When Worlds Collide. A couple title changes happened. We saw Andrew Everett become the first ever interstate champion. That was kind of a surprise because he wasn't part of that first feud. He came in after the injury to Ryan Nemeth and then ended up winning the title. Also, Nicole Matthews won the title from Ariane Andrew, and that's becoming a rivalry that's really hot right now. Their match was 79%. And yeah, it was just a good. Both shows that we had, not only the When Worlds Collide, but the house show after, brought in really good numbers, not only fan wise, because we had 150 sell out for the pay per view, but we had 103 for the house show. And then, but the numbers for overall rating were nice. We hit 80 for the first time, 80%. And not only that, but we were 81%. So, other than that, we are going to head down to the gorilla position and get into our game. We're going to do 2 rounds, house shows, as we move forward towards the show of shows, our next big event. All right, so let's head on down to gorilla position. All right, we are here in the gorilla position to book our next 2 house shows for High Volume Wrestling. Now that we've got all the particulars out of the way, let's get right into the action. So, we just finished our show. There's a couple things I want to do. The first thing I want to do involves the roster. I want to take Summer Rae away from Ryan Nemeth. Ryan Nemeth is going to be gone for 4 months. I want him. He doesn't need Summer Rae at this point. I have this idea of maybe making Nemeth face when he comes back and feuding with Everett, over Summer Rae. That's a possibility. Or he could team up with Lance, since they've had that feud, and then, or he could just go straight back to heel, go right after Lance for injuring him. There's a few ways we can go with that. But one thing I want to do is I want to give Summer Rae over to Andrew Everett. He's just won that interstate championship. Now he's going to have Summer Rae by his side, and that's also going to sort of inject Summer Rae into that Andrew Everett versus Lance NY feud. So that's a good thing. Okay. So other thing I want to do as far as roster goes is I want to take Eric Redbeard out of being the valet of Austin Aries, and I want to put Vince Russo in. Let's get Vince Russo, our evil head booker, and get him to come down to the ring with Austin Aries. It's going to make Austin just a little more smarmy because he's got that boss with him. All right. One signing I want to do. I was kind of looking around, and I've played around with things. The one signing that I think we can work with for a bit because he's cheap and there's some potential storylines we could do is Alpha NY Jr. So you guys know he was known as Manu in WWE. He was the one of the forgotten members of Legacy with Cody and Ted and Randy. And was Sim Snook a part of that? but he's gonna be cheap. Now we can work a few ways with this. If he signs, we can work as a tag team. Put him with Lance and possibly put them. I'm going to sign Evan Gonzalez. I don't know what I will do with him yet, but we'll just take him. But we could make Alpha Junior Lance's tag team partner, put them up against Disco and Danhausen at some point, or those guys. Lance and Alpha had a feud back a few years ago in the Independents, so we could continue the family rivalry. So there's a lot we can do. So I think right now we're going to go into our. This is our next show. We're a few weeks out, so we're not going to be there this time. That'll be next episode. But again, thanks to Velo for the awesome graphics for the show of shows. Where high volume games is normally, or high volume wrestling. Don't say it about the games. High volume wrestling is normally like I said, it's that channel whatever on the VHF, TV, the tube TV with the antennas, back. It's that type of wrestling show, but show of shows is the biggest show. It's the big show of the year, so now we got this cool graphic to go with it. So it's going to be fun. All right, so our feuds are going good. Aries and London, even with London out, Aries and London is still going well because Paul London keeps attacking him. Andrew Everett and Lance are moving up, even though this one just started because of the injury to Ryan Nemeth. Aaron Andrew and Nicole Matthews is red hot. Redbeard and Davey Boy Smith Jr. is going well. Danhausen, Disco Guy, Maven, and Tommy O'Neill just got started. Same thing for the Adam Williams, Eric Cannon, which is basically just our let's make we're putting these guys in a feud because we want Adam Williams to succeed. We want to get him further up, and we also want, if we make them feud and they start battling, and the percentage of their match ratings will probably go up more. So we're gonna get into a show. We know we have one match already decided. Actually, we gotta sim for a bit. I also want a female. The problem with the female is if you're going for somebody who has a high rating or a high draw rating, they're generally going to cost a decent amount. Judge Alicia Fox maybe. But she's got a 65 ring ability. But I know for some of these others, I know they're going to make us pay. Like, Awesome Kong's booking fee is $750, so it's probably going to be more. But one person I was looking at just as a way to give Nicole Matthews some more is I can't remember who it was that I signed. When I did a little practice run. I think it was Amber Nova. That's who it was. I signed Amber Nova because she's in a very cheap. And honestly, I don't even know if I need the 200, but yeah, I could. For some reason, I kept going above her on the list and below on the list. So sorry for the silence. All right, somebody's already. Alpha Junior has signed a contract, so we know we can use him. Like I said, how we're going to use him, not really sure yet. But we got a new record. Disco Guy and Danhausen are the new HVW Tag Team Champions, or are the longest reigning HVW Tag Team Champions. We're going to extend that a bit. I mean, at least till they're not going to defend it till the show of shows. Oh, Amber Nova made us wait, but she has signed the contract. So that gives us another. Now she's below Ariane Andrew, but above Ashley America. So she's like the number 2 face female, whereas we have 2 heel females right now. All right, so we are going to go to the house show. Oh, we have a. Ew! Let us look at this. Scott Valentine, hardcore wrestler, 81. We gotta take him. We got the parking lot division. We got Viking, who's out right now. We'll take him. We'll have to give him a. Okay, there's your homework assignment, guys. I know the guys that watch this. I know you're watching. What do we give Scotty Valentine? I think we should change the put him as Scotty Valentine. But what do we give Scott? And I kind of almost want to put him heel. But what do we get? Okay, so Scotty Valentine. What do we? What's his finisher gonna be? I'm gonna put him heel. Yeah, he's 69 in ring ability, so he can put on a match. And he's got an 81 hardcore. So I like this pickup. But yeah, we could change his finisher. Alright. The question is, do we put what? Because again, the parking lot challenge is, or the parking lot title is basically all for grabs all the time. But I don't think we'll give him a title shot the first match. Maybe we'll put him in a match with Jeff Cannonball, who's got a serious number. Okay, so we're gonna try the Bartow Armory again. I don't know. Do we go 7? We have enough for 7. Let's go 6. Let's start it. If we decide, hey, that we need more, we can go 7. Let's singles title again, or singles non-title. Let's go again with LA Park and Austin Aries. LA Park kind of filling in the Paul London role right now. We're going to put, I don't know, maybe I need 7. Hold on. My bad. Alright. So yeah, we're going to have LA Park versus Austin Aries. The new interesting wrinkle in that is now Vince Russo is standing at ringside. We're going to give the women's match we're going to give versus Nicole again, but we're going to put it way up in the card because they deserve it. That last match that they had was really high. No, we're not going to have a tag team match here. This next match is going to be, since we had Danhausen and Tommy O'Neill, this time it's that Disco Guy and Maven Huffman. Let's just put Everett in. I don't know. I'm going to say let's put Everett and Lance together. Let's give me Give me Alpha going up against Daniel Maccabee. Maccabee kind of, I feel bad for. He's got the talent. We just don't really have that spot for him just yet. But look at what's happened with some of these other guys. Zach Godwin, Andrew Everett. They've showed that once we figured something out, they've run with it. So, okay, we're gonna do a singles match. No title on the line. It is going to be a hardcore match. And we're going to put Jeff Cannonball and our new friend Scott Valentine. And we'll see what they can do. And singles match, we're going to do our Eric Cannon versus Adam Williams. So this is kind of just a straightforward house show. There's not much pizzazz to it. It's just, we're weeks out of the big show, so it's just really just a bunch of matches that should be decent, but we'll see. We're gonna hit confirm. Now it's gonna go through, tell us how we did as far as the roster goes. I don't know. Maybe should I? I don't think I. No, I think that I could have made that a tag team match at the main event with LA Park and Davey Jr. versus Aries and Redbeard, but maybe it would have drawn more people. I don't know. That's all right. That's what having two shows in one episode. Because if we don't like it, but we went 107, so that's 4 more than we had the last time we were at the Bartow Armory, so that's all right. We're gonna see the highlights. I'm gonna slower this a little so I can catch up. Okay, so Williams hits the Tiger Suplex on Cannon and makes the cover. 1, 2, 3. Adam Williams continuing his Goldberg-like streak. Oh, it's time for this week's episode of Summertime with Summer Rae, and the guest is Eric Redbeard. Redbeard wants to get something off his chest about Davey Boy Smith Jr. There's definitely some issues between the two. Oh. So at least that feud still got handled. Oh, these Cannonball and Valentine are fighting their way through the crowd. It's a pure 6 brawl. Scott Valentine tosses Jeff Cannonball over the barrier and back to the ring. Irish whips him into the steel steps. Valentine sends Cannonball back into the ring and connects with a DDT. They make the cover and wins the match. Scott Valentine wins his first ever wrestling match here in High Volume Wrestling. Nicole Matthews comes out of the ring with a mic in hand. She has something to say about Ariane Andrew. There's some problems between these two, and they'll fight later on. Alpha Jr. versus Daniel Maccabee. With Maccabee down, Alpha goes to the top rope, hits the frog splash, and Alpha Jr. wins his first match in HVW. The debuting guys are just handling their business today. Oop, there's a cat going crazy in my room. Adam Williams comes out and still talking trash about his win earlier. Lance versus Andrew Everett. Lance is going to go to the top rope. He hits him with the Samoan splash. Oh my goodness, the champ is going to lose? The referee makes the 3 count. Oh, the champ gets pinned. Danhausen and that disco guy are walking backstage. They bump into Maven and Tommy. They just always run into each other. No. Maven says, "Watch where you're going." Danhausen says, "No, why don't you?" As these two are arguing, a fight has come out between the partners. Now all four wrestlers are battling it out. Security is alerted and to the scene. And now here comes Disco Guy and Maven. With his back turned, that Disco Guy hits Maven with a low blow. Then the Disco Guy rolls him up, gets a handful of tights, and gets the win. These tag champs just cheating their way through. Aaron Andrew and Nicole Matthews. Aaron hits girl by on Matthews, makes the cover, and the ref counts 3. Oh, jeez. So the challengers have won both non-title matches here. It tells Everett that he is no use to this business. That's not nice. Everett, annoyed by this, challenges him to a fight. Lance tries squirming his way out of this by getting out of the ring. Everett now begins to chase him. And now they're running all over the Bartow. Into the crowd they go. Lance hides in the crowd and picks up a chair. Wait, is Lance gone heel here? As Everett runs past him, he hits him over the head with it. What is going on? Did we just have a double turn? What is... Austin, as LA Park in last chancery. LA Park is going to tap. Does it happen? Third week in a row? Is it going to happen? There comes Paul London, the injured number one contender. He comes down and pummels Aries again. And he's going to hit the 450 splash. Oh, my goodness. All right, so let's look at our results. We have Adam Williams defeating Eric Cannon with a 75%. That did go up 1%. Scott Valentine defeated Jeff Cannonball in the hardcore match with 78. Nice. Alpha Jr. and Daniel McAbee went 72. Lance and Andrew Everett went 77. Nice. That Disco Guy and Maven went 70. Arian and Nicole, and we had a repeat of last time. Arian and Nicole Matthews went 79%. And Austin Aries and LA Park went 79%. And our overall show rating for the second time ever, 80.57. So, nice. And yes, only 2 inboxes. That's a good thing. When you see 3 inboxes, it's never a good sign. You're either got an injury or your wrestlers are pissed off at something. Yeah, well, not something. They're pissed off at you for making them... for booking them against lesser talent or not putting them further up the card, stuff like that. So he made 1284, and fans thought it was a good show. Like I said, it's a good show because when they say it's enjoyable, that's like, it's okay. Yeah. So, when they say it's a good show, that's great. We like it. All right. By the way, I didn't mention this right away, but I don't know if you caught this, but when we started the game, we were 75% rating. Now we're 78%. So that's a good thing. All right, we'll go past the wages. Oh, we got an upcoming return. Viking is coming back. Wonder what a 4-way battle between Zach Godwin, Viking, that Scotty Valentine, and Cannonball would do. All right. Oh, what a sad email we just get. Rob Van Dam has retired as an in-ring performer. I should have tried to book him for that last show. He'd have his last ever match in high-volume wrestling. Viking has returned. Okay. So let's go to the show. Jeez, we are having a the training camp is just bringing everyone in. The problem with this guy is he just does not have anything that would warrant us. I mean, he would be cool to have like behind maybe Vince Russo or somebody, but yeah, it'd kind of be like Omos. Is the in-ring ability is 42. I don't know what Omos's in-ring ability would be. Hardcore 27, so we can't even put him in those. Mike skill 47. I know. I bet he's in the update, but I'm still because I'm not on the update, so. But so okay. See what our we got some cooling feuds. Ariane and Nicole Matthews has cooled down now, and Redbeard and Davey Boy is still up there though, but. Okay, let's go to our show. We're gonna go big. And by big, I mean we're just gonna go one more up to the Dade City Armory. Let me think about what the main event is going to be. We're going to go with a tag team match here. Right, this might be like the tag team show. Teddy Long just coming in for one episode. We're going to have a tag team match where we're going to have Lance and Alpha teaming up against Andrew Everett and Daniel McAbee. I'm going to use that feud that we have going. Also, let's use Daniel McAbee's high ability. Okay, since the Arian Andrew feud is starting to fade, I think I have an idea for the show of shows, but we'll wait till after this show. Women's 6-person tag, except I don't have 6 women, I have 5. So we'll do a women's tag team match. And we'll go with Nicole and Summer against Ariane and our debuting Amber Nova. In another tag team match. Although, let's do this as a tag team backstage brawl. That might go make it go down, but I still like the idea of it. Is Disco Guy and Danhausen versus Maven and Tommy O'Neill. Because I don't think their hardcore numbers are anything to say about, but let's just have them have a backstage brawl. We're going to have a 4-way dance for the parking lot championship. This will be a hardcore match. And it's going to be Zach Godwin, Scotty Valentine, Viking returning, and Jeff Cannonball. Four guys with some serious hardcore stats. Okay, Adam Williams and Kennan. And then let's do a... Again, sorry. Unless I can't think of a third person I would... Like a third match I would put in. Because, like... Yeah, so let's go back. It's going to be a tag team match, but let's kind of... let's put the tag team match, and again, Davey Boy Jr. is just becoming the man that gets put in the cage. But Davey Boy Smith and L.A. Park against Eric Redbeard and Austin Aries. Although, I don't know, maybe if I do... See, the problem is if I put that in a cage and I put it in a tag team, you're not going to see Paul London. But we'll go with that. All right, so it's going to load up. Tell us what we did. Will this tag team show, we should have called it something. Kind of like how a lot of these new, like these weekly TV shows seem to have names. I think Impact was really the one who started that. Oh, it's a new Wednesday. Let's call it something. And this would be our tag team night. We got 108, so we'll take that. Let's see what we got. The one solo match. Adam Williams wins again. This is kind of like when in 90... Was it 99? Yeah, I think it was 99. When every Raw or SmackDown or something, you would always have a dark match that had K-Quick, R-Truth beating somebody, and the other one was Kurt Angle. Okay, Vikings got a steel chair, but Zach Godwin uses the fire extinguisher to the face. Godwin takes the chair for himself and hits him over the head. Godwin makes the cover, and Zach Godwin, even in a 4-way, continues to hold the parking lot championship. Lance enters the ring and the fans go wild. Are you sure? Because he was heel in the last show. You great fans of Dade City deserve to see something special, which is why I'm calling you out, Everett. Oh. He cheap popped them. You want to give these fans something special? Everett calls these people of Dade City losers of the century. Lance, annoyed, now begins to fight Everett. They're brawling backstage. Everett, 40 feet high on tiered... He did a 40-foot suplex off the... What did I just miss? And now they have to fight in a tag team match. Alpha going to the top rope, hits the frog splash. Alpha Jr. with 2 wins. Both on Daniel McAbee, though. Poor Daniel McAbee. Nicole Matthews hits a Vancouver maneuver on Nova. Matthews makes the cover, so not a successful debut for Amber Nova. Nicole Matthews picking up the win. Oh, poor Andrews and Matthews are on Summertime with Summer Rae. Summer Rae tries asking a few questions, but both wrestlers can't hold back and a fight breaks out. Summer Rae breaks it up. What? And the whole set has been destroyed. Oh no, not Summertime. We're a poor company here. You do not break the set. That Disco Guy and O'Neal have found their way into the toilets. Oh. O'Neal Irish whips that Disco Guy into a locked toilet stall. They hit hard, and the door comes off. Poor guy in there with his pants down. That Disco Guy charges O'Neal into the sink. They ram Tommy O'Neal's head into the mirror. It shatters, and O'Neal goes down in a heap. The ref calls it. Tommy O'Neal can't continue. That Disco Guy has won the match, and they wash their hands before they leave. That was the best line I've ever read. Oh my god, it comes down to Redbeard and L.A. Park. Both partners have already escaped. Eric Redbeard pulls L.A. Park for an Iron Claw slam. L.A. Park reverses it, tries to throw Redbeard into the cage. Redbeard puts on and breaks and throws L.A. Park into the cage. Park goes head first, rebounds back into the waiting arms of Eric Redbeard. Iron Claw slam. Eric Redbeard starts to climb and gets over. Redbeard and Austin Aries win the match. What was that? I don't know what this show's going to rate as, but that was fun. So Williams and Eric Cannon again at 75. The hardcore match for the parking lot championship, 79%. These four guys. The tag team match, and which one? But no, the uh, Lance and Alpha Jr. versus Andrew and Daniel McAfee, 73%. Uh, Nicole Matthews and Summer Rae versus Ariane and Amber Nova, 70%. The tag team backstage role actually wasn't as bad as I was thought, 69%. Aries and Redbeard versus Davey Boy Smith Jr. and LA Park, 78%. And the overall show rating, another 81%, 81.20. See, I found it fun. And apparently, the people in the audience found it fun too. So that's awesome, guys. Oh no. No. It's the dreaded three. I'm just gonna cover my eyes. Davey Boy Smith Jr. is injured. No. 2 weeks with a hyperextended knee. Okay. Okay. But he's out for the show of shows. No. So now we have to figure out how to face Eric Redbeard at the show of shows. It's gonna have to be somebody booked because unless we put LA Park, who doesn't have him, it's actually going to be very interesting because here's the problem that I have. Is that let's do the rest. We made 1296, and they thought it was a good show. The problem I have is actually I'll go over that when we go back up to the tower. We'll talk about what we have, but let's do what I had planned on doing, and then we'll talk about what we expect to do. So the thing I want to do is I want to go to new signing, and let's go to our friends at Impact and talk to Jordan Grace. Now, yes, we'd like to pilfer her from Impact, but with a depleting funds, we don't have the money for that. So we're going to just have her come to the show and fight Nicole Matthews. And she will join us. 590, that's not bad. But yeah, we're going to have to figure everything out with that Davey Boy Smith Jr. injury. So that is going to be it. I'm going to send you back up to the HVG control tower and we'll talk about this. All right, guys. So what an episode that was. First off, we had two really good shows, both in the 80s, both with 100 uh, plus uh, audience. So we're doing good. Uh, that unfortunately that injury at the end kind of just So the way I've always rated our roster right now is we've got Austin Aries as the number one heel with Eric Redbeard number two, and then there's some more. And then on the face side, it's been Davey Boy Smith Jr. who's won. Paul London was kind of two, but we pushed him up to go for the title, or for the at least for that title match, and he gets injured. So Davey Boy Smith is, you know, essentially still number one. He's the only one. And he's injured and he's going to miss the show of shows. We don't know if Paul London's going to be back because his injury is till mid-May, and our show is on May 16th. So I don't know. We might not have our number one and our number two face. We have LA Park, but we haven't built him up, so it's not going to be like we can do anything with him. So the question is do we Do we try to book James Storm again? Maybe Chris Sabin? Some of the other guys. Who do you guys have in thought? Because uh, we're gonna be trying to scramble here. I like where the rest of the show is at. I mean, I like that. Uh, I like where our tag team is with Danhausen and that disco guy and Tommy O'Neill and Maven. I like where our interstate championship is with Everett and Lance. Even though they had that uh, weird interaction where Lance was just hiding and smashing him with a chair. It was a little weird, but that's okay. Um, I like where our roster is. It's just not at the top right now because I don't know what we're gonna do once those injuries come. Once after mid May, maybe next pay per view, we might do really well because everybody will be back. But it's gonna be interesting. So let me know, who do you think we should try to book? Uh, those of you who watch, I know you're already playing, so you might have ideas. So let me know. Um, so thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day. We'll be back for high volume games with Bill's day off on Thursday. We're gonna play Legends of Boxing, and we'll probably be back around probably on the weekend, depending on which is the. I work this weekend, so it's gonna be either which is the less annoying day. That'll be whatever work day is less annoying. That's the day we'll do our next promotion wars. So that's when we'll do show of shows. So again, thanks for watching. Hope you like this new setup where we do the pre-show, where we talk about the previous show, then we do the show, and then we talk about, you know, what just happened. It's going to be through both Bill's Day Off and Promotion Wars, and I've got a new third little series I'm thinking about. I've started working on it. So I hope you all have a great day, evening, and we'll talk to you soon. Sorry about the lighting too. I realized that I didn't put the light on, and I'm a lot brighter now than I was during the recording of the show. So, all right. I hope you're all well. Take care now. Bye.